warriors today. Yes, I know it's been a long time since I made a video, but I thought I would make one today, and it's dedicated to everyone who has fibromyalgia and depression. And as you know, fibromyalgia and depression go hand in hand. And I thought I would do this video because lately there's been a lot of celebrities and their children who have committed suicide, and one, if not all, family member came present and said that they had depression. I forgot her name. What is Chelsea, the former Miss America, Miss USA? She passed a couple of weeks ago, and by suicide. And her mother opened up and said that she had, quote, high functional depression. So, I said, I'm going to do a video about depression. Yeah, because I know with fibromyalgia, that depression hits you like a ton of bricks. Yes. And I'm going to give you some stats about this. Now, about 2% of adults in the United States has fibromyalgia. Now, this disease itself isn't deadly, but it's associated with a high risk of suicide. And that's mainly because of dealing with pain, if not every day. If not every day, every other day, or just regularly. Now, 27% to 58% of people with fibro report feelings of hopelessness, depression, and thoughts of suicide. So that's why I'm doing this video on depression. Yeah. Now, as you know, depression is just an imbalance of chemicals in your brain. And with fibromyalgia, this is a neuro disease. It affects how your brain perceives pain, and like the chemical imbalance, which causes depression and everything. So, many people who have depression may have other diseases such as fibro or lupus or some other debilitating disease and not even know it. And I'm sure with you all being fibro warriors, if I could see your hands, I'm sure a lot of you were late diagnosis, I call. Yeah, late diagnosed. I mean, you went through, if you're like me, you went through many tests. You thought that you were dying. You thought that nobody cared. You thought that they were thinking it was all in your head. And it was finally diagnosed as fibromyalgia. Because fibromyalgia doesn't have a blood test that you can take and say, hey, she's got or he's got fibromyalgia. It's dealing with the widespread pain and tingling of the hands. You know. And when I was diagnosed, hey, you got fibromyalgia, but they don't tell you about fibro. They don't tell you what to expect, and they just leave you. Some doctors, my doctor, put me on antidepressants, but some don't. Some just say you got fibro. They may put you on some muscle relaxers, but as far as telling you what you should expect, no. That came all with research, and fibromyalgia groups, they help, and different material in fibro. But like I said, depression is one of the main symptoms. And like I said, chronic pain, I don't care if you have fibromyalgia, if you have chronic pain, I don't care what disease you have or what illness you have, that's going to bring on depression. Yeah, because I tell you, it's not easy fighting pain. It's not. It's not. And, you know, the doctors have stopped giving pain pills. Like I said, I'm on an array of muscle relaxers. And they help, but you still have the pain. And with the depression, like I said, I had to be given different antidepressants to help. And to say if a doctor gave you antidepressant and you're still feeling gloom, you need to go back. You need to go back because there's a lot of different antidepressant. What works for another person may not work for you. So I'm saying it to anyone out there with depression, with whether it's from fibro, whether it's from life, just life living can cause depression. So I don't want to see another person. If I can help one person to prevent a suicide, my work is done. So I'm talking to you. Yeah, this is why I made this video, because of you. If you're experiencing depression, feeling like, I just, I can't go on. It's hopeless. Staying in the bed all day. Can't go to work because these thoughts, different thoughts, are just constantly running through your head. Hey, go to the doctor. Some people might need counseling. Some people might need medication. Some people might need a combination of counseling and medication, which is okay. Because people will give their advice. They will say, "Oh well, you have no reason to be depressed, or take it to the Lord in prayer." Yes, that's my main depression reliever, but it may not be yours. So I can't tell everyone who has depression to pray, to go to the Lord, because some people don't have that relationship. But I'm gonna tell you, that's my uh, depression reliever, is my faith uh, in God. I listen to music, listen to some spiritual music, and boy, that does a lot for me. But you got to find out what works for you, okay? So I'm not going to say, oh, it's going to go away, just take time, or just think of the other people who are less off than you. I mean, you've got a job, you got a husband, nah, don't listen to it. If you've been down in the dumps, whatever you call it, have the blues, for more than a couple of weeks, at least you need to go to the doctor and talk with your doctor. Discuss what you're feeling so he can put you on some antidepressants, or he may suggest therapy. But whatever it takes, don't be ashamed. Don't be ashamed. Because everyone, in some point of their lives, is going to deal with depression. And it may not be now. Maybe later down that road. But if you're feeling down in the dumps, blues, contemplating, even thinking about suicide, you need to talk to someone. And like I said, first I would go to the doctor because, they can run tests to see if this depression is caused by another disorder. Okay? So, the first thing I would tell you to do, go to the doctor, go to your primary doctor, talk to him, tell him about it. Now, if you don't have a primary doctor that you think you can confide in, you got to get you one. Okay? Because you need to go, because depression could be set off by something else. So that's my advice. Go to the doctor first. Let them do tests. Let them know how you're feeling, and go from there. Okay. A lot of people say meditation helps them build with the pain. But like I said, uh, you know, everyone is different because it's a medical condition that needs treatment. If it lasts for more than a couple of weeks, oh, if it goes into months, yeah, you need to go to the doctor. All right, guys. I love each and every one of you. And hey, I want you to be strong. Those of us who are, on medication and, still have the depression, you got to find out coping mechanisms. And you might, just because you're on medication, you might need therapy as well. But don't give up. You might give out, but don't give up. There's a difference. All right, guys. Thank you so very much for watching my video. I hope that you will like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And as always, in party, be blessed, y'all.